Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Midnight Review. I'm your host, Manta. I'm joined by Phoenix from Phoenixsvoid
Yep,
on
that's me.
Twitch.tv and YouTube.
Yep.
I'm also joined by Thomas from Intro Nerded on Twitch.tv and also YouTube.
Yup.
Sweet. So we are on Zack Snyder's Justice League. This is part two
Of
to
two.
the first video. How did
Yes.
everyone feel about him in the movie, his story, and just everything in general?
I mean, he was like dead for the most part, so like I don't know. He wasn't really there a lot of the time, so there's not really a lot to say about him. Like he was fine. I like Henry Cavill a lot, so like I like seeing Henry Cavill. The scene where he finally came back to life was really cool cuz he was kind of just like shocked and didn't really know what the fuck was going on. I thought that was a really pretty good scene. I think
Yeah.
the fight was okay. It was fine. Like once again he kind of just comes in and saves the day, but like he does have to have the help of Cyborg to take the mother boxes apart, which was cool. And once again Cyborg just fucking what the hell just happened? Cyborg is very pretty much the main character of the story, it feels like.
Yeah, he's definitely, as Zack Snyder would put it, the heart of the Justice League.
Yeah, 100%, 100% heart of the Justice League.
Thomas, how did you feel about Superman?
I really liked how they kind of introduced him in the sense of like they didn't show how he died, but they
Yeah.
showed
Yeah, at
that
the
he
beginning.
died, and that's how it caused the Mother Boxes to awaken. And then they bring him back, and he's confused and everything like that.
Yeah,
So it
it
kind
does
of
show how
ties
he
him
died.
into the story instead
Yeah.
of, and I think that helps because we've talked about this in WandaVision, where we said it helps kind of get everybody on the same page in the sense of okay, Superman's dead. That's why he's not here. So, this is what's going on so that everybody's on the same page, everybody understands, except for Martian Man, which I still don't understand. Because
Yeah, Martian Manhunter was
like we discussed in part one, how do you know when it's his mother and when it's not? After they
Yeah,
show it, there's no way to tell when it's his mother and when it's not. Like there's absolutely no way.
Yeah,
yeah.
he was
So
just there for Lois Lane as like she was grieving and like I don't know, like I don't really understand. I guess his motivation is he wants to help. And I feel like when we talked about the grieving, like that could be part of his backstory, but we don't know what this Martian Manhunter is doing or like what his part is in the DCEU. And we might never know that because we don't know if they're going to go forward with like Zack Snyder shit after this.
Yeah, and yeah, the whole Martian Manhunter thing. These movies, these DCEU ones, are very much kind of fill in the blank, and they do really try to gear towards comic book fans. That's what Warner Brothers hasn't been too good about, is that they don't really work on inclusion of just random people. They really just count on the audience of like the comics to go in there, or people who likes the superhero stuff. They're not trying to
Well,
draw in
I feel like
other audiences.
that's not really
That's
true
why
though,
they don't
because
work.
Joss Whedon, when he came in, he basically just made Avengers again, and like
Yeah, I
that's
know
what
because
Warner Brothers did. Like they did that because they were like, oh, it's Zack Snyder. This movie's too long. We don't need another movie that's too dark because of Batman vs Superman didn't do as good as we wanted to and everything. So I don't think it's Warner Brothers.
yeah.
I think Zack Schneider cares. Like it definitely
Well,
seems like he does.
it was Warner Brothers at first, but you're right. After Batman v Superman, they did want to change the pace. And Zach, they were gonna let him make a version of Justice League. It wasn't the one that he wanted to make, but they were gonna let him do that. But then he had to leave the project due to some family stuff. And yeah, that's when they brought in Joss Whedon to just absolutely decimate the movie.
Yeah.
Which there are some good things from him. We'll get to that a little bit later because there were some cool things in Joss Whedon's one that don't make it into this movie. And I think it's really interesting how good they are. But yeah, for Superman, I did like what was it? The black suit was nice.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
just his
cool.
regular suit, just blacked out.
that was cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The comic book significance of that is when he died, he gets put underground and he's there for a while. So the black suit's to help him gain his power back by absorbing more energy from the sun. That's the comic book significance of the suit. In this
That
movie, it's
makes
not
sense.
explained why he's wearing black. He's just wearing black.
Well, I think it's just for like you were saying, comic book fans and everything. Like
Yeah,
that's kind of
so,
just one of those,
yeah,
oh look, a reference I understand kind of things.
yeah. Well, it was supposed to be in the original one too. So like, what's his name? Zack Snyder really wanted that black suit Superman. I'm sure we probably would have seen more. The last half of the movie, not the last half, the last little bit of the movie gets a little strange. We'll talk about it later, but it does get a little strange with how they do things. But yeah, I like that. I also really liked the scene where they were fighting, where Superman comes back and just everyone's just trying to take him. I thought it was really sick. Just like the whole thing where the Flash is just booking it towards him. And you see Superman turn his head and look at him because Superman's going about as fast. Like
Yeah, no,
it's
that
just
was
really
Yeah.
like that was the best part of that fight when he came back and everything. And he had a good moment with Lois and everything. And at the end,
yeah.
like it was cool when he lasered off Steppenwolf's horn, which like that's another thing where like I love seeing R-rated movies, superhero movies when they actually get to fucking do some cool action shit like that.
Yeah. Which that was a little dark for Superman to just absolutely decimate that dude's horn.
It was
I was like, God.
badass.
Was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like, I haven't watched. This is like another one of those things where I don't have a lot of knowledge on these people, and like, for me, it just like seems like he was just doing that because he was the bad guy. It didn't seem like anything too crazy.
Yeah, no, Superman's usually just kind of the good guy. He'll beat you black and blue, but like that was kind of like a Batman type thing, the cutting of the horn. That was a little dark. I was like, holy cow. I mean, he deserved it. Don't get me wrong. But still,
Yeah,
holy cow. So since we're on Batman, let's talk about. Do you want to talk about that? What do you guys think of the fact that Lois was pregnant? You think that was cool?
she was pregnant.
Just like, yeah, she was. She's pregnant. That was
I
the
didn't
whole
know that.
scene where she gets
Yeah,
up
I
out of
didn't know
bed,
that.
looks at the pregnancy test. Yeah, and then at the end, Batman says to Superman, "Congratulations," after the house and everything, because she's pregnant.
Yeah, I thought that was all for the house. I didn't even realize it.
Wow, no, I didn't know you guys didn't pick that up. Yeah, she's
Nope.
pregnant.
And yeah,
Really?
no, that didn't have significance to me. Like, because
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I wonder if
Yeah,
I missed things now because that.
I don't know, man. I mean, it just the lowest part. She didn't have a lot of parts, and like when they
I know she
happen,
didn't, but like the weird little things that she did have were actually for a reason. Some of
I
them were
mean,
for a
well,
decent
yeah,
reason.
like just because they're for a reason, that doesn't mean they were super interesting. Like, she was just her
Oh yeah,
grieving, you know.
at least it wasn't pointless. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's
That could have
fine.
very well been pointless.
That's fine. Like, that's cool. It makes a point and everything, but I didn't catch it because I don't know. She wasn't very interesting. Like, I definitely feel for her grief and I felt sad for her, but that was about it. Definitely was kind of surface level.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. So yeah, so let's move on to we talked about Martian Manhunter. I'll save that for the end. Stephen Wolf. How did we feel about our big bad?
He was pretty cool.
Really liked him.
Yeah, his armor was fucking sick. I really liked his armor and his design. Like, it was actually pretty sick.
It
It's
was so.
still it's still like he still was one of those big bad alien guy, kind of like getting a little tired of that and like the superhero movie shit, but he did have the cool armor and everything and his design was pretty interesting. So he was cool. Like he did have that entire like oh, I got to appease my master thing, which I don't know. I mean, it's been done before and better, but it wasn't bad. He was fine. He was a fine character.
Yeah, I really like his armor because, like, unlike normal people armor, like Iron Man, where like, okay, I know this is totally a different
No, but
company
still.
altogether, but like, hold on, I'm sorry, just had a Smartie and it was not wanting to. It was disagreeing with me, but basically, what I was trying to say was even though it's a different kind of armor, it's got like so many different effects to where it looks almost like it's almost organic, to where it's like a piece of
Yeah,
him.
it was like living
Yeah,
armor. It
no,
was tight.
it was definitely living armor. That's what I have written on my paper. It definitely looked
Because
alive.
yeah, it looked alive. It kind of acted alive when he broke all those
Shit.
arrows off his chest from the Amazonians.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope. I mean, like, it seems like it was really something. So, no, I really liked his armor.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
no.
really cool.
His armor was definitely definitely alive. I got some little reasons why I believe that. We'll talk about that later, though. That goes into the last little end section. So what was it? Yeah. So I want to talk about something. So the whole thing with the anti-life equation and how Darkseid doesn't know where it's at, and how Steppenwolf finds it on Earth. So that led me to think: Does anyone think that they randomly pick planets? Because they go out and conquer planets, but the fact that Darkseid didn't know where he left the anti-life equation leads me to believe that they just randomly go around and select planets. Did anyone else feel like that? Because that was weird to me.
So I do think it's a little weird that they kind of like don't really know where it was because they had like a whole fleet lost. But
Yeah,
like
and he got injured.
it doesn't was Darkseid there when they kind of lost everything, or was it
Yeah,
more
he
like
was.
a
He was the one fighting. He was the one leading the army when they
so
lost
what
the first time.
happened? What happened when they lost? Like, did this dude just all of a sudden like disappear or something, or like
Well, yeah, no, he got stabbed, and then like he told Steppenwolf to continue
No,
fighting. I don't
God,
really know
no.
what the whole thing is. I don't know what's going on with them, but yeah, it's really strange. I feel like they randomly pick planets.
My house is on fire, man. Why did that
Phoenix's
happen,
house
man?
got struck by lightning.
What the fuck, dude? That why?
Phoenix?
It's
I'm
not.
sorry,
That's not fair, man. That's not.
brother.
Completely
I'll come help repair. Give me a minute.
threw us
Why?
off topic,
Why is
but
it on?
yeah,
Why is it on fire, man?
his house got set on fire.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but fuck, man. Shit, dude. No, no. Uh, but yeah, the anti-life equation. Yeah, because I thought they like inscribed it into the ground when they were on Earth.
Yeah, that's what I
That
think
doesn't
it is
that
too.
doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, did he
That
just
he would forget where it's
forget?
at.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't get that. That just seems like an oversight, or like they forgot. Like,
yeah, it was so
unless I'm missing
strange.
something, but like I don't know.
Yeah, unless they randomly are going around picking planets, I don't see how he could not know what dimension he left it in.
Yeah,
Like
right.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense that fucking he has forgot about it. Yeah, I don't know. Anti-life equation. It's another thing I don't even know if we're gonna see it in another movie. Like.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill myself.
uh, but yeah.
Took so long to get there.
Do you want to talk about Darkseid?
Yeah, I do. He's not in it very much,
Yeah, he's
but
not.
how did everyone like the little stuff that they saw about him? Because in the comics, he's the big bad.
Yeah, no, he's like huge
Yeah.
bad guy. Yeah, he was. I mean, it was interesting.
This dude said, "Do we
Like,
want to talk about Darkseid?" And then he was interested.
I
yeah, I
mean,
mean, we don't have a lot to say about him. Like,
yeah, he was only there for a couple seconds, and I'm kind of sad that we didn't see like much of a fight against him. But at the same time, I understand why. You know, the movie's already 4 hours long. If you fight
Yeah,
against him and his army, it's probably going to drag it out a lot
be another
more.
8 hours, another 8 hour
Yeah.
more
yeah,
film. Yeah, I
Um.
think it's good they showed him. Like, it's kind of like after the first Avengers film, we get to see Thanos at the end. So it's like cool to know. Oh, this is where it's gonna go next. But you know, it's just another one of those things where it's like we don't even know where this is gonna go now, or if it's gonna go anywhere.
and I really like the whole. I did like seeing his Omega beams, which is like his signature like
Yeah, that
attack
was
thing that
cool.
he could do. It was pretty sick to see Omega beams.
His eye beams were cool. Yeah, I liked his fight scene. I liked all the blood gushing out of him when he was fucking chopped by the axe. That was pretty tight.
Yeah.
Uh,
How did we like the cool little detail of his armor after you could barely see it because it was only for a
oh
split
yeah,
second.
because you could see his armor. Yeah.
But like yeah, like after he got decimated on Earth, the second time we see him, he's actually got on armor now. And in the background, you can also see standing next to him Granny Goodness, which is like a major character, and I think she's been casted for I think she's in some movie. I don't know what movie she's in, but I think she's gonna be in an upcoming DC movie.
Was that the person that looked like David Bowie?
Yeah, the old lady standing in the background. So I mean, if that looked like David Bowie
It looked like
to
David
you,
Bowie.
yeah, pretty sure that was her. I'm pretty sure it was Granny Goodness. I might be wrong. I don't think I
Dude, I don't
am.
know. They didn't even say anything, did they?
Yeah, no, they were just standing there. But they were the one person that looked like a human compared to everybody else.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that would
yeah.
be the big granny goodness. Yeah, so they were in it. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, so apparently the anti anti life equation is on Earth. That's what we get from that stuff. Which we probably won't get another continuation of this series, but if we do, yeah, I'm sure it would have something heavily to do with all that. I think that's kind of cool to talk about. How do we feel
Yeah.
about Daseed, which would have been the guy that, like, remember when the mother boxes were combined
Yeah,
and
he
he was
was the
melting them
dude,
into that metal piece?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was that guy.
Kinda just like... You left the game? Kinda just like, Darkseid. There wasn't a lot of him, so I didn't really have any attachment. He was, like, fine, I guess, as, like, a guy to talk between Darkseid and,
Yeah,
Steppenwolf for a while, but, I mean, that's all he
Is they doing the
was.
Rock?
Yeah, he was the dude in the rock. I did like how, like, that rock shit looked, like the fucking
Dude, it looks
molten
so
yeah,
metal
it
cool.
looked good.
stuff. That
Yeah.
looked cool as fuck. That was super cool effect. But besides that, it just cool effect.
Feel about the whole mother box storyline and just the information we learned about mother boxes.
It was fine. You know, it's just like Superman's dead, so the mother boxes reawaken, and I was like, okay, that's cool. That makes sense. And
Yeah,
the mother
it
boxes
doesn't.
were originally brought there for Darkseid's whatever the fuck big bad bullshit.
Yeah,
Take over the freaking world and make a new planet of his own.
yeah,
Basically, copy and paste his old planet, which is whatever.
Yeah,
Cool.
right. They just fucking destroy planets, right? That's just their entire thing. They just
yeah, and they
destroy
turn them into
planets.
apocalypse.
They turn them into their own planet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
big giant business that's not good, not very good people.
They just destroy shit. That's literally their
Yeah,
entire. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I think I don't know, man. It's just like one of those things, kind of like the Infinity Stones, where it's like these are the things that make the world end, and we don't want them to make the world end because that would be bad. Yeah, like they're, I don't know, like it's fine. The Mother Box storyline is fine. It's whatever.
okay,
It's interesting. It gives it some sort of flavor other than I mean, I've watched movies that are much more boring because they try to do something really special or
Yeah,
they don't
right.
do something at all and it just
Yeah, I mean, like, I
boring as
definitely
all get out.
prefer it to
So
be like something that isn't too overly complex than something that's just like overly complex for no fucking reason.
right. How did we feel about? Let's get into the ending of the movie. Let's look at the movie as a whole and get into the ending of it. How did we feel about the ending and just how it went on?
The ending was
Final battle, not epilogue. We're not in the epilogue. Just like the
okay,
final
yeah.
battle
So
and
the
stuff
final
like that.
battle, it
Yeah,
was okay. I don't think it was the best battle, honestly. Like, I feel like Batman didn't do shit besides like point a gun and like get some cool headshots.
dude,
And
Batman did nothing.
yeah, he did nothing.
That final
Like,
battle,
okay.
he
Well,
drove
hold
he
around,
on.
didn't do
distracted
anything.
He
people,
was
Yeah,
taking
and
on the
no, he didn't
army.
do anything.
He was
Yeah.
fighting the army while they were going after
Oh,
what's his name,
cool.
Steppenwolf. He took
Batman.
on an army.
Batman takes on the level
Whatever.
1 fucking
I-
NPCs
no,
while
I'm
everyone
not gonna
fights
let
the
you guys
boss.
talk on
that was
Batman like
crap.
that.
Yeah,
He
Batman didn't
was
do
crowd
shit.
control, dude. He was clearing off the tower like an OG. Picked up a
He
freaking,
didn't clear
got on
it
one of the
off good
turrets
enough.
and started
He
lighting
didn't.
up
He
people. Yeah,
didn't. He.
Flash got shot.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He didn't clear it off
Pretty
good
He didn't
enough
do a
for
good
Flash to
job.
get shot. Yeah, he didn't do that good of a job.
He still, dude. He went.
He
He was taking
had.
on the army.
He had
I'm
a
cutting him some
cool.
slack.
No, I'm not cutting him slack at all.
Because no, because if he went up against
Yeah, he would have
Steppenwolf,
died, dude, because he
yeah,
he
he would have been
sucks.
decimated. No, because he's
Why
just a
didn't
regular
he have
dude.
his fucking Superman armor? He fucking fought Superman. Why couldn't he bring
That's
his
true, and
Superman
that armor
armor?
didn't absolutely get destroyed.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
exactly,
good
right?
point.
Like,
Nah, I did really like him taking on the army though. I
yeah,
thought it was cool.
exactly, man.
It made sense
I
for
don't care.
Batman though, because like
Yeah,
he's
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
help anybody else.
It's fine. That's a good. Thanks, man. Yeah, nah, he didn't do anything. Batman, like, did nothing.
Well, I'm hurt by that statement.
I'm sorry, man, but no, he didn't. He didn't do anything worthwhile. Sadly, Batman was
Battle and stuff like that.
fucking
Oh, I thought it was really
epilogues.
cool that freaking the Flash was like everything had already ended basically, like the battle was
Yeah.
over, and
Yeah.
he starts running
Yeah.
so fast that it just rewinds everything.
Yeah, that was tight.
Like
Even
that
though
was really tight.
even though what he said
They
was
had
corny as
lost.
fuck, what he said was corny.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
still did really cool.
This movie's just a giant
It
cornball.
was
That's all, so
it was cool. Well, there are definitely like parts where it's not as corny, but shit, dude. Like when he was talking, I was like, dude, just shut up, man. Just don't
He's
talk.
still he's still between corny and freaking awkward. Between him being corny and
Yeah.
awkward, it just killed.
Yeah, like I liked Flash, like all right, but like that, it was just corny. That was super corny.
Yup.
I mean, the fight with Steppenwolf was fine. Like I liked when Superman cut off his horn and when Diana cut off his head. That was tight. They like shoved his body. His body went flying through the portal thing.
Yeah, you see Darkseid just standing
Mhm.
there looking at him like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
jack you people up.
Yeah, dude, that
Yeah,
was sick.
no, it was definitely tight.
That was really cool.
I do think it's crazy though that how the entire time that they're fighting Steppenwolf in the final fight, the Flash is running around the perimeter, supposed to be gaining up speed so that he can charge up this thing, gets hit because he hasn't gotten to his speed yet. Because he's just
Yeah.
jacking around. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
right.
then as soon as the battle's over and everyone's dead, he's just like, oh yeah, here, let me run straight towards it because I'm going so fast that time travel's happening.
I gotta go too fast now. Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah.
just like that was like, well, why did you have to run in a big fucking circle anyway? If you could have just
Yeah.
like ran fast enough to.
It seems
You could
really
have just
odd.
gone
He should have.
ham.
He
You had to
should
wait
have
till
just
people
helped
died.
out.
That doesn't
Yeah, he
make
should
any
have
sense.
just helped out and then ran directly
exactly.
at it,
Yeah,
and it would have been so much more efficient.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't make a lot of sense thinking about it like that. Like,
Yeah.
why do you need to fucking charge up if you can literally just run so fast you can go toward the like? Doesn't make any sense at all, man.
It was cool the way that they depicted like the time travel though. Is since it had got exploded and completely like wiped away.
Yeah,
Which
like
that I don't
rebuilt.
understand either. We'll talk
Mhm.
about that later. Actually, no, we'll talk about it now. I don't understand how that works because the mother box is supposed to be terraforming the planet, but the planet got absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, it was just gone. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of
Maybe
sense.
it just like annihilates first, and then goes back and prints over it.
Maybe.
That's
So, like
Yeah,
it's gonna
I
make
could
a
see that.
canvas and then actually put the stuff on top of the canvas.
Yeah,
Well,
I
if
could
it
see
does
that.
that, then like how in the I want to talk about the epilogue thing. Like how in the epilogue is it just like a sand planet if it just fucking decimates everything? Like how? I don't know.
What's a sand planet?
Fucking the epilogue, Batman's nightmare shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Why is it a sand planet? How is
Yeah.
everyone fucking alive in that? Like
See, I don't know. We'll talk about that in a second.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the ending that ending before the epilogue is really it's full of some sus stuff in it. It's not. There's some weird things like there is the Aquaman scene where he flies up in the air and lands on the paradigm and it comes back down. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but earlier in the shot, they're just tracking the Batmobile, and the Batmobile drives past a hotel, and then later when Aquaman comes out of the sky, he lands on that same hotel, and it's the same shot of the Batmobile coming by, except this time Aquaman jumps on the Batmobile. I noticed it immediately. I was like, dude, this is not very good.
Are you talking
Just
about
like little.
when he like destroys the building, putting a parademon through it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That building, you can see Batman pass later, and then he passes it again, and this time Aquaman gets on. I was like, that's really
Yeah,
weird.
that was
I mean, that's fine though because all he's trying to do is just distract him, so he can drive in circles. It's
No,
not a
but he
big
was
deal.
driving straight. That was the whole thing. Is he was driving straight towards the pyre.
yeah,
He wasn't like going in circles. He was
Yeah.
driving straight towards
He took turns. He didn't
base,
just
the
drive
stronghold.
directly straight.
Well, he was trying to. Well, he took turns, but he was driving towards one target. He wasn't.
Yeah,
driving
he
in a
shouldn't have
circle.
gone backwards. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
He shouldn't have
gone
passed the
backwards.
hotel again.
Yeah, I get it.
It was weird.
Unless
It
a
was them
different
reusing
hotel
the
or
same
something.
shot.
And like also, so this was something I saw. It was I was watching a video on the comparison between this and the original Justice League because I didn't watch it, but apparently that building didn't get destroyed in the Joss Whedon cut. It just like he just went through it and the building was still intact.
Yeah, he like skims, I think, off the front of it. I think he
Yeah.
hits like the front of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't.
He doesn't
He doesn't
just
completely
destroy the
fucking
building.
decimate it.
Yeah,
Fuck, fucking dead again. Shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
What else was it? Yeah, the final battle. We talked about the Flash because I thought that was really cool. Yeah, it's just little interesting things. So let's move into the epilogue before we get
Epilogue.
to the Nightmare World thing.
Yeah,
How do we
yeah.
feel about like every character's little ending in the epilogue?
Cyborg. I just feel sad for that guy, man. His fucking dad's dead too now after he finally rekindled that relationship a bit more. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh fucking I don't remember what happened with Diana. I don't remember what happened with Aquaman. I'm glad Ezra Miller, I'm glad the Flash got to fucking you know,
CSI job.
go he got an actual like criminal job. Not like
Yeah,
as a
well, no,
criminal,
not a
but
criminal job. He got a
yeah.
job for the police. He's,
For the
he's not
police.
a villain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for criminal whatever.
yeah.
Anti-criminal.
For
Anti-criminal
for
job.
CSI, it's a CSI job.
Yeah, dude, he got a CS degree so he can code. Yeah, it's tight.
Yeah, a coding degree.
He had a coding degree for the police.
He's gonna go work for Batman now.
Yeah, he's gonna go code for Batman and build Pong.
Yeah. He's gonna go build Pong for Batman. We'll be hearing about that later.
Fucking I'm trying to think who else is a character. Martian Manhunter and Batman got to like see each other for a bit and be like, "Sup,
Yeah,
sup." Superman. The little conversation for Superman and Batman was nice. Like that was nice.
yeah, where he congratulates him on Lois being pregnant.
I thought he was just congratulating him on the house.
No.
So I guess they're having a super baby.
Yeah, okay, so like yeah, so future plans for the Snyder Cut movies, the Snyderverse movies,
Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
may or may not be made.
Yeah, we don't really know what's gonna happen
Who
with it.
knows? So there are plans where Lois and Superman's baby becomes Batman
Mm-hmm.
because Batman's supposed to die. So I don't think he would have powers if they had a baby in this universe,
Well, like
unless
I don't know.
Batman's super.
I don't even want to
Unless
get into
that'd
that
be
because
something.
like that's something that we don't even know if it's gonna happen, man. We don't know what's gonna happen
Yeah,
with
we
it.
don't know if it's gonna happen. These are just what Zack Snyder wanted to happen if
Okay.
if he had his choice.
Well, that would have been
Which
interesting.
yeah, just like little things like that I think are cool.
Maybe
So
we'll
yeah,
see what
so
happens after the Robert Pattinson Batman movie. I'm really excited for that.
yeah, I'm hyped for it too. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it better be. I swear to
Gonna
God,
be so good.
it better be the best thing I've seen in my entire life.
Honestly, no, you know what? Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah,
No, I was just joking. No, no, no.
God darn, be the best thing ever.
It better be
Nah,
good.
I'm with you on this train.
I hope it's good. That's the main thing for me. I just want it to be good.
No, it better be the best thing ever. No, I'm with you now. If it's not the best thing ever, I'm gonna be PO'd.
Bruh, don't put your hopes that high up. I'm sorry.
It's got to be the best thing ever.
Fuck, man. I guess other epilogue stuff. I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
remember really what else happened in the epilogue besides Martian Manhunter came and was like, "Yo, sup? I want to help and everything." And Batman was
yeah.
like, "Okay."
Thomas, how did you feel about that? The epilogue stuff.
I like the Martian Manhunter and Batman stuff. That was cool.
Yeah.
I like how he just kind of like flew down like freaking Superman.
Yeah, he was just like,
Batman
"Sup?"
just walks out casually.
Yeah.
Hey, what up?
What up, bro?
That was hilarious. I was like, okay, Batman, you just
Yeah,
fought.
I've dealt with plenty of you guys now, so yeah, what
Yeah,
up?
I
Okay.
headshotted a few aliens in my day. I can do it again.
Right.
Oh, you come in
Actually, it's
peace?
nothing.
Okay. Right.
Aquaman went to go fish, right?
Did he
He
go
went to
like?
another village or something.
Did he like go fish or something?
yeah. He didn't have any twos.
What?
What?
I don't
That was
think
funny,
so.
dog. That was funny.
I didn't get it.
Yeah. So let's talk about the nightmare sequence. I had you guys watch a video that showed the nightmare sequence from what would that movie have been? Batman v Superman, I believe, where the Flash is time traveling and then he gets that dream.
Yeah,
I just wanted you guys to see that so you guys can get a little bit of a background on it.
Yeah, no, I watched Batman v Superman. I remember that.
Yeah.
So Jared
What did you
Leto's
think?
Joker was, I guess, I don't
Yes.
know, he was okay.
Dude, what? You still don't? Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, man, he's annoying. He's the most annoying Joker I've ever seen, man.
My god.
I don't like his voice. I don't like his.
His laugh is weird.
Dude, his laugh sucks.
He's a Joker, but his laugh weird.
Yeah, I don't like his laugh. Like every other
Be like
Joker
the
has a better
only
laugh.
thing.
Literally, like one of the biggest things about Joker is he's supposed to have like a very distinct laugh. Like,
his design was.
and I'm not
better.
saying that laugh's not distinct. I'm just saying
It's distinct. It's just annoying. It's the most annoying one. Like I like
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix's laugh. It was really good.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix is good too.
Mark Hamill's
Yeah,
is the
so
best.
well, yeah, nobody's arguing that. That's because Mark Hamill's played more versions of the Joker than freaking Jesus.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's badass. But
Basically.
yeah, Jared Leto's. I don't. Why was Deathstroke there? Why was Mira there? I just. It's like in that scene, I'm just like, what the hell is even going on? Like,
Yeah, that's the whole point of the scene. You're not supposed to
Cool.
really get any ideas about it. So
Yeah.
like the big main thing that you can gather from that scene is Superman at some point went bad because Lois Lane died. You can
Yeah.
get mostly that information, and that's just about it.
Yeah.
And I just think it's really cool. Like it shows off the Nightmare World. I don't know if you guys have ever played much of the Injustice games, but it's a little like that.
Nope.
no.
It's a world where Superman goes bad because Joker murders Lois Lane and the baby. Just he becomes this really like militant person, just absolutely murdering supervillains and people.
Yeah,
Heroes alike, yeah.
it's pretty cool.
And it was really cool to see it in this world too. Just like the whole thing about it, and then Batman and Joker's conversation. I loved it. I thought it was sick. It was cool seeing those two interact for the first time.
Yeah, it was fine. I liked when Batman said "fuck."
Yeah, for the second time. That's the second time he
Yup.
said it in the movie.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Besides that, yeah, it's just like, you know, something that might not even happen. So it's like, I guess we'll
Yeah,
see. I don't know.
it's just cool teases.
Yeah,
That's what I was really gathering. This movie
Yeah,
was
I
just
mean-
full of cool little teases.
yeah. I mean, I guess they're cool teases. It's just like, since we don't even know if it's gonna happen. It's like, I don't want to say
Hard to
it's
get excited for.
pointless. Yeah, it's very hard to get excited for when when we don't even know what's going on or if anything's gonna be going on with all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine they're not gonna stick with frickin' Zack Snyder because
Right.
I mean his Justice League, even on like Metacritic score, are just much better.
Yeah, they're definitely like quite a bit
Yeah.
better. Like especially the user reviews. The user reviews are actually like pretty good. Like most people actually like it, and I've already watched a couple of reviewers that are like more like critical, and like they were even like, yeah, this is quite a bit better. Like it has its faults and everything, but
It's a
It's a
million
better-
times better.
yeah, it's a lot better than Joss Whedon's. But that makes me think, Manta, you said that you liked some stuff about Joss Whedon's film more, and I kind of want
I
to know
did.
what you did like more about it.
I did. So there are thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
There are some very I'm gonna stop playing for a second. Gather my thought. There are some very cool things that Joss Whedon's one does. So it is a lot lighter of a movie. This movie held the dark tone, and that was nice. But there are some cool things. So like some of the things that Joss Whedon's does is at the end, what's this called? Cyborg's dad doesn't die.
Oh yeah.
Cyborg's dad doesn't die in that version, and that's fine. You kill him off. But also at the end of that version, you see a version of Cyborg that kind of does that comic accurate thing where you know the part in the middle. That part turns to that circle. His armor kind of becomes more whole instead of like broken up and like looking kind of
Oh,
like
cool.
Steppenwolf's armor. It becomes more whole, He looks more of what we were talking about with the Teen Titans version.
Okay, that's kind of
He
sick,
looks more of
actually.
like that. Yeah. There's cool things like that. There's lighter tones. I like more of the there's a little bit more Superman in that movie too.
Yeah.
There's more of an interaction between him and Batman. There are like some cheesy things. Like there's a point where Superman holds up Batman after he's just come back and asks Batman if he bleeds, which I thought was kind of cool, even though he's not supposed to have his memory.
Yeah.
So little things like that are strange. There are they make a point of saving people.
Yeah.
So in this one, you hear them mention a village on the outside of the where Steppenwolf is held up.
Yeah.
In Joss Whedon's version, they go to that village and evacuate everybody there and get them out of the town. There's scenes where Superman's carrying a building full of people. There's scenes where the Flash is trying to get a truck out of the city, and it's just by running really fast. There's little stuff like that of them actually being heroes. This universe has kind of stayed away from the fact that, yeah, they're heroes, but we haven't seen them actually really help people. We see more of it in the sewer scene. That sewer scene was expanded on in this one to show them actually getting the people out, which I thought was cool.
Mhm.
There's also a scene between Superman and the Flash where they race each other. Just like just like little interactions and stuff like that. There's more of the Wonder Woman Batman romance into that in Joss Whedon's version.
Mhm.
Just like there's little stuff that I would have liked to see make the jump.
Yeah.
Because Zack Snyder didn't throw out a lot of Joss Whedon stuff, but he threw out all the bad and then some good. There are some good things to every terrible movie. There's something you can say that like, yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Honestly,
And that's
hearing
what I feel
about
about
it
Joss Whedon's.
and like seeing different things about it, I'm kind of glad those things were cut out because they sound really unnecessary and cheesy and like because I saw the thing about the Russian family and it was
Yeah,
like just okay, but why weren't they fine? Why are they a part of the conflict now if they weren't at all beforehand? You know,
yeah.
like
So the thing was, the parademons didn't all stay in that village. They were out near. They were out near the village. Sorry, they didn't stay near Steppenwolf's stronghold. They were out in the village and like attacking people. It was just cool to see them actually try to help people. Which
yeah,
it was mirroring Avengers 2, and it wasn't needed. But just like little details like that, and it is a much lighter story. And
yeah,
see, that's what I want. Like this one is very dark. But like I said, some of the things from this one from Joss Whedon's I would like to see, like the whole cyborg thing.
hmm
I didn't think it was necessary to kill off his dad. Like honestly, we talked about how stupid it was that he just stood in there and died.
yeah. It was dumb.
Dude could have very well walked out of there
That's a good point.
and then still been there for his son. Like that's something that should have stayed. Personally,
I can understand that.
little things. I'm trying to think of what else. Flash has been the same in both these movies. He just got more scenes in this one.
Yeah, I like the Flash in this one. It was good.
Yeah. Superman does wear they cut out the black suit Superman, which is so stupid. I
Yeah,
don't know why Joss
in
Whedon
Joss
even
Whedon's
touched
version.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why he even touched it. He
Well,
should have
like
left it in.
also fucking Steppenwolf's design I saw in the Joss Whedon cut fucking sucked, dude. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was
I do want to talk
ass.
about that.
It was like
It wasn't
skinny, weird, fucking. Ah, dude, yeah, he
his
looked
armor was
bad.
just glued onto him.
And then
It
like
wasn't as cool.
I saw too that fucking Superman literally came in, just starts beating the shit out of Steppenwolf by himself. And then like, you know, that Russian family scene you were talking about, literally he's just like, I gotta save this family actually. And everyone's like, okay. So he stops fighting Steppenwolf to go save this family. And it's like it sounds pretty forced.
Yeah.
Like
Just
that's
a
doesn't make a lot
just
of
a
sense.
place when things could have changed it. But yeah, this movie still leads into it though, that the Superman's the savior. What is the League even for? Quite honestly. I don't think of why the League could be there. Once they brought back Superman,
Yeah.
the League should have went on vacation.
Yeah. I mean,
Besides Cyborg,
honestly.
Cyborg should have stayed, but the rest of the League should have went on vacation.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess the
literally,
Flash. And even the
Superman
Flash.
just like he's just. That's why I don't really care for Superman's character ever because he's too strong.
He is.
He's too fucking strong. Like you can't if you have one character like that. Why do you need an entire like Avenger force or anything to do anything like that, man?
Yeah.
You don't. It doesn't make sense. Like they should have made Steppenwolf be at least on Superman's level of some sort, where he could punch Superman away from him.
Yeah.
Because Aquaman and Wonder Woman were just there to hold Steppenwolf in place. Quite
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly. No. It really was like that. Like Superman is just all powerful.
And it
Like
took both of Aquaman and freaking Wonder Woman to hold him there.
it did.
Whereas towards the very last little bit of that scene, where freaking Superman just holds him down by himself and just punches this dude in the face over and over and over and over
Mm-hmm.
until this dude gives up. It's like, oh my god, or until he breaks his heart off, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, just strange stuff like that. But yeah, Joss Whedon's version is definitely like a terrible movie. But honestly, if you're ever just bored and looking for something to watch, I mean, hey, watch it. You might
No,
find something that you were like, yeah, I would have liked to see. It's
no.
not very good, but like, hey,
I don't want to
it
watch.
does
I don't want to watch a movie ever again.
fair. Also, Superman's face is totally jacked up in Joss Whedon's cut. It's laughable how bad the CGI
Bruh, yeah,
is.
cause like he had a
It's so
mustache
funny.
for
He did
fucking he
for
had to do
Mission
reshoots,
Impossible.
yeah, like so they had
Yep,
to
and they called him
CG
in
it
for
out. Yeah,
yes,
it's
yes.
oh my
And it's
god,
funny
bro.
because Joss Whedon's version opens up with a phone recording of Superman, and they're like, it's a bunch of kids, and they're like, "Thank you for saving us, Superman," and just really cheesy scene. And Superman and the camera pans up to Superman, and Superman's jaw is just like oddly big and unnaturally shaped. It's just hilarious.
Bruh,
He
yeah.
looks like trash.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever watch the Joss Whedon cut. Maybe again, but the Snyder cut I might actually end up watching again sometime. It was actually
the
Yeah,
really
Snyder Cut
Snyder
good.
was
Cut's
actually
the way
really
to
good.
go.
The
Yeah.
main thing with it is it's very long. So like if I watched it again, it would once again be in pieces. Like I don't see how you could watch this entire thing just in one
I
go.
won't sit down and watch it all again.
Yeah,
I did the
it
first
is
time though, because
long.
I'm abused. But other than
Yeah,
that, no way.
I've only done that for like I think like the longest movie I ever like sat all the way through was like Peter
In game.
Jackson's King Kong.
What? That movie's not that long.
It's pretty long.
Is it?
Yeah. It was
I
like the
used to watch that
ultimate.
movie all the time as a kid.
Let me see. The ultimate cut is really long.
I don't think I've ever heard of an ultimate cut.
It's either like that or director's cut. Yeah, it's
I don't
three.
know.
It's almost 3.5 hours long.
Hey, does it have a price for that? Because I'm gonna buy that. I didn't know there was an ultimate cut out there. I really like that movie.
Actually, no, that's just the regular cut. That's not
That's a
even.
regular cut.
Yeah,
3 hours.
3.5 hours long.
Really? I guess they are on Skull Island for a minute, and then they're on the thing. Yeah, that's a little tangent we're getting on to. We're gonna move past that. I didn't know that movie was that long. I
Yeah,
watched it all the
it's
time as a
long,
kid.
dude. Actually, I'm gonna get that too. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I watched that movie all the time as a kid. The one with Jack Black, right?
Yeah.
Really, I didn't know it was 3 hours long.
Yep.
Jesus Christ!
They've got a
I'm
4K
like,
out for it now.
are you serious? Oh my
Yeah,
god!
dude. Yeah.
I'm good.
But yeah.
You know, it was really cool.
Very cool.
Nightmare Scene. I wasn't done talking about that.
Yeah,
I do want to
Nightmare
come back to
Scene.
that for a second.
Dude, you go off on that.
I
I don't
like,
really have a lot to say about
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. So I loved the whole mirror was there instead of Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like in this universe, Superman murdered Aquaman. Wonder Woman wasn't there, which leads me to believe that it took on the role of Injustice, where in Injustice, Wonder Woman sides with Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool to notice. Flash's armor versus what he wore in the Justice League movie. His
Yeah.
armor at
Okay.
during the epilogue
His armor actually was dope. His armor was dope as
was
fuck in the epilogue.
absolutely sick. I
Mm-hmm.
loved it. He's got a little bit of a of a goatee type dealio going on over there.
Yeah.
Very
His
cool.
face looked fucking weird though. It looked CGI. I think his face was
Yeah,
CGI in that.
it, yeah,
It looked weird.
most likely. He looks
There was
weird.
something weird going on in that.
Um, Deathstroke's there. I like that because that. So the whole thing with Deathstroke is in one of the
Yeah.
scenes at the end of the movie they show
Yeah, with Lex
Lex
Luthor.
Luthor talking to Deathstroke
Mm-hmm.
on the yacht. Yeah, and he tells him who Batman is. So this was gonna tie into the solo Batman movie with Ben
Yeah.
Affleck that never got off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm thinking sometime during that movie or after it, they kind of get on the same page, so it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't end with any of them dying. They get on the same page, and they kind of got like a not necessarily friends, but like respect for each other. So then you see him working
Yep.
with Batman now because Deathstroke's not he's not a bad guy. He kills for money,
Mm-hmm.
but like that's it. He's not like going out there being cruel
Yeah.
just for the heck of it.
Yeah. No,
He's
he's just
just
a
working a
mercenary,
job.
basically, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was cool to see him there. Cyborg. I love the whole reveal of Cyborg's got on this tarp the entire time sitting there
Mm-hmm.
until Superman pulls up, and
Yep.
then you just see it rip it off, and it's just a minigun on
Mm-hmm.
his back with
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah, that was
Dude, that was
tight.
so sick.
Yeah, that was sick. You're right. That was
That was
really
so
cool.
sick.
Yeah, no,
And
that actually all was
yeah,
actually pretty cool. Can't even lie. That was actually pretty sick.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure he was red the entire time. I can't remember if he was red all the way. So I know his middle piece is red. I can't remember if the dot was red in the middle. I don't remember.
I think
Thinking that it was. It might not have been.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Not sure. But just like cool things like that. I love the whole Batman and Joker conversation. Everything about it was sick because you don't get to see them really interact. That this DCEU, and that's why Zack Snyder wanted to put that scene in the movie
Mm-hmm.
to give us a chance to see these two interpretations interact because they were made for each other. Leto's Joker was made to go up against Ben Affleck's Batman. They were made to fight each other in these universes.
Yeah.
And I thought the whole conversation was nice. I thought it was cool. The little Easter
Yeah.
eggs in there. I thought it was tight.
It was fine. I definitely didn't really care too much about that, but at least like the aesthetic and everything looked cool.
Yeah, I didn't like how they changed his look. I know people are probably gonna like that because there are lots of people that don't like Leto's interpretation. Being a fan of Leto's interpretation. I didn't like the fact that they changed his look to look more like Joaquin Phoenix's. I get that that version did better for audiences, but also we don't get to see Jared Leto's Joker in a solo movie. Most of his scenes got cut out of Suicide Squad, so we don't actually know how good he could have been. I think he's pretty good on his own right now, but we don't know how good he would have been. So the fact that they went for that route of, hey, let's money grab it, kind of changed the way he looks just to see if we could trick like some old people or go with that version of the Joker better. I didn't really like it. But I mean, hey, they do what they got to do to appeal to people.
I don't like Jared
And
Leto's Suicide Squad Joker. I'm never going to like it. It looks like a fucking Fortnite skin.
that's fine. He's a Fortnite skin I'd
I
wear.
just don't like his laugh.
Dude, I don't like all of his tattoos. He looks like a fucking someone from the Insane Clown Posse decided to make a Joker.
Okay. Yeah, very strong thoughts to that. Phoenix, you did want to talk about the music. I'm going to talk about Joss
Yeah.
Whedon's soundtrack
Dude, Zack
just for a brief second.
Zack Schneider fucking just always has really good choice in songs.
Yeah, he does.
The soundtrack itself was fine. Like the actual like orchestral stuff was like whatever, but
Yeah,
the actual music he chose for a lot of the scenes was very good. Like the scene with Lois Lane where like she's grieving over Superman, like walking through the rain, like in the very beginning. Like that music was very very good. The music that was used when the Flash was saving Iris was really really good. It's just fucking good music, man. Good music selections for
yeah.
like most everything. Like
Done by Junkie XL for some of it.
Zack Schneider just I don't always like his directing and like his cinematography is kind of weird sometimes, but I do always appreciate the music he chooses. Like he always chooses some
Yeah,
pretty good music.
yeah. The one in Joss Whedon's wasn't bad either. I think Junkie XL did both of them. Was in both of them. I remember reading Junkie XL in the credits for something. But it was in both of them. But yeah, both their music choices are good. Like the Joss Whedon cut had a good soundtrack, if I remember correctly, and this one does carry it over too. Some
Yeah.
of it. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, Joss Whedon cut. I'll never watch it sadly.
Yeah, you don't have to. But also like I wouldn't avoid it at all costs. Like it's awful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not giving this movie any credit. It's awful. But like if it's on like FX one day and you're bored,
Yeah, yeah.
like watch it. Like you're probably gonna laugh. Like it's pretty funny how bad it is. Like I'm
Bro.
not kidding.
I
It's
mean
funny.
I like watching movies that are so bad they're at least
It
funny, you know.
it's a good comedy time. Like Superman's face every time he starts talking, man. It like
Yeah.
whoever made the CGI, I'm telling you, bro, they had to have gotten fired. I would have walked them off set personally. It is so bad.
Bro.
I'm not gonna worry.
We talk about the fun. All right, so we're approaching that. I do want to, however, throw in some Easter eggs that I noticed. If you guys have thoughts about these, just feel free to jump in. So, hold on. So during the epilogue, there's a Dark Knight, I believe it's Dark Knight Returns Easter egg, where you see Batman standing with a bat tank, standing on top of a bat tank, and there's like this group of like mutants. It's from a very famous, well, not very famous, famous in the community, comic book and also animated movie. I think it's called The Dark Knight Returns. It's pretty good. I definitely watch it
Dark
or
Knight.
read it if you
I
get the
like. I
chance.
like. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that's one of the Easter eggs. We see Ryan Choi, who is the Atom. He's the Asian guy that you see talking to Cyborg's dad the entire time throughout the movie, and you don't know his name until the epilogue, where they come in and they're like, "Here, it's Ryan Choi. The You've been named director of blah 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 blah." Ryan Choi becomes the Atom in the comics and in one of the Injustice games. He's also the Atom. So I thought that was cool. That's another League
Oh
member
yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah.
added
No,
into
I
it.
knew. I actually. I was watching a video about that. Yeah, the Atom's actually. It's basically Ant Man.
Yeah, he's basically Ant-Man, except he don't talk to bugs.
Yeah, he
He can
talks to
he just goes
atoms.
atomic. Yeah, he just chats up with a couple of atoms every now and again. Um, okay, so Steppenwolf's living armor. So I don't know if you noticed this, but also okay. Before we go into living armor, actually, I'll lead this into it. So living armor, his armor, that thing that he has come out of his armor to go to people's minds and like show them what they've seen and stuff, show him what they've seen and crap. And it's a little tinted like purple, and it kind of got like five little legs.
It's like a Batman spider bot.
Kind of like a spider bot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's an Easter egg to Starro, which is like an alien organism that latches onto people's faces and can control them and stuff. It
You mean
looks
to say face hugger?
kind of like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
Sweet.
looks kind of like that. I'm telling you guys. I don't know if anyone's named this as an Easter egg, but I'm telling you guys, that is a Starro Easter egg. I promise you. It's got to be a Starro Easter egg. And then before we continue with the rest of the Easter eggs, I want to throw in that that's why Cyborg's dad I think kills himself is because Steppenwolf has that thing that he can use to see people's mind, to see what people have just seen.
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't want Steppenwolf to know that he put a heat tracker on the mother box.
That
That's when he kills
that
himself.
makes sense.
Well, he hadn't done
Okay,
yet. He
that's
hasn't
Yeah,
done that yet.
understandable. But he
yeah,
could
that's
have.
he was in the process of doing it.
Yeah, he could have done that to him. He could have like fucking grabbed his dad and fucking
He could have.
found
Yeah,
that out.
that's why he kills himself because he doesn't know that his son's right about to get there
Hmm.
to stop Steppenwolf, and they actually don't get there. He takes the mother box, so that's why he kills himself. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's understandable.
yeah.
I get
So
that.
that's why. Yeah, a little Star. That's it. Any final thoughts, you guys?
Uh, was a pretty good movie. It was better than I was expecting. Uh, Batman vs Superman, I didn't really care for too much, and I watched the like ultimate cut for that one too. So yeah, this was definitely a good surprise. Like I was happy with it overall. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
I would like to agree that it was also a good movie, and also add on to the fact of I think that if DC really wants to kind of, because I really don't see DC competing
Yeah,
with
no.
Marvel with like how much money they make on each movie, but just because Marvel makes a crap ton on their movies, just because everybody knows superhero movies, Marvel, they know DC also, but they're not as well like
Well,
they're
Batman
not
and
as well
Superman
seen. I'll
are
say that.
huge. They just gotta like they gotta just stick with a plan and not switch it. When they went with Joss Whedon, they switched their plan and they fucked themselves.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, they didn't have a choice. They just caved to everything Joss Whedon said, and that was the mistake.
Well, I don't think it's all just Joss Whedon. I think you're giving Warner Brothers way too much credit. I think
Well,
this
no, they were also meddling, but they also let Joss Whedon meddle too. It was both of them. They both messed with that movie.
yeah.
But that's besides the point. I think this movie was in the correct path
It
of
was.
actually being a contender or contender for being like, oh man, this movie I could see as in a series of like one of the Avengers movies or one of the Iron Man movies and like that kind of level of like you could have a series of these and people would be like, oh yeah, I just watched, Zack Snyder's Justice League and I went to the next one. I could see that.
Yeah. No.
I think I could see that a lot more if the movie wasn't 4 hours long, but I also
Yeah.
understand why the movie is so long.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense why it's so long. Like, I think everything made sense in it, at least
Oh.
for how long it was.
The epilogue made me feel like the next movie's gonna be like 6 hours long, and I didn't like that because I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
dude,
no, it
there's like
wouldn't have been.
3,000
They
different
have
things for
to.
them to do
Well,
next
that's
time.
another thing where Warner Brothers is just fucking trying to make this shit go so quickly. Because, like, this movie came out before Aquaman came out, it came out before Shazam came
Yeah,
out. There was
it
no
came
Flash
out.
movie, there was no Cyborg movie. So, like, this had
They
to
were
be a
planned.
Cyborg and
Yeah,
Flash movie, you know? It had to
yeah,
be
they were planned.
everything all in one. And I think for everything it tried to achieve, it did achieve it. Like, it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it set up storylines for those characters to go and take on.
Yeah.
No,
It
I
definitely
I think that's good.
Yeah.
So I think
It's
this movie
just.
really did hit its spots where it needed to.
Yeah, it is very long. It is such a long
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
It's not a slog, but it's long, man. It's a lot of time.
It
Why,
is
yes,
very
it
long.
is.
So, any other thoughts you guys want to add in there?
I mean, like Thomas was saying, I hope they stick with Schneider's vision and just kind of like go with what he had planned. But we'll just have to wait and see, you know.
Yeah, for you, Thomas. What's your rating?
I don't know. So I gave what WandaVision an 8.5, right?
Yeah. You gave Godzilla King of Monsters a 9.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was a good movie.
your ratings are all over the place.
No, that was a good movie. I really think that
No,
Godzilla
that's
King of the
good. That's
Monsters was
fine. That's
actually
fun.
like
That's fine. I'm
in
glad you think
certain
it's a good
ways
movie.
is a good movie. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna do this to you guys right now.
I'm go-
No,
no,
you're
no, no.
fine.
It's
Um,
fine. It's your rating.
And
I'm gonna say a solid 8.
hell yeah.
I like
Okay.
the movie a lot.
Eight. What?
Midnight Moons. Even though I
Good.
caught you
Good.
in Godzilla, you said stars.
Ooh.
No, I didn't.
Ooh.
I said Midnight Moons.
No, you said I'll give this 8 stars.
Oh
And I
man.
didn't put anything
Man
in,
thing.
but you totally said 8 stars.
Bruh.
But I corrected myself later because Phoenix mentions it.
You did correct yourself way later, but it had no correlation to when you screwed up.
It's
So,
fine. It's whatever.
see,
I was
gets on
I
us
was
about it, but oh, it's
I was
fine. It's
high.
whatever.
I was high.
I was
Anyway.
tired. I was
I was
tired.
high. I was high.
Anyway.
Yeah, 8 for me.
It's my turn. All right. So
Oh.
I give it 7 Midnight Moons.
Okay. Any reason behind that rating? Just throwing out 7.
It was a good movie.
Okay. I can live with that.
That's it. 7
Yeah,
is
that's
good.
fine.
It was not great. There were definitely plenty of things I did not like about it and stuff that didn't make sense, but I thought it was good and I had a fun time watching it.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Okay. Well, I guess I'll rate it. Yeah. So this movie was really good. I don't think yeah, it was really good. I'm sure we maybe could have gotten a better version. I'm not really sure. I think what it is now is good enough to be good and it's great. I'm thinking I don't really want to go high with it. Compared to DC movies, this mode's a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
Yeah.
it's definitely above the rest.
It was a really
But
good
on its
DC movie.
own, comparing it to everything I've seen, I really did enjoy it. I might smack it at like a guys, I really liked it. I'll
That's
give it a
fine.
9. I won't go 10 yet, but I really did like this movie.
That's fine.
9 Midnight Moons out of 10.
Right, 9 Midnight Moons out of 10. Near
Yeah,
perfect film.
it was really good. It's not near perfect, but it was really good. I enjoyed it. Personally, I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Okay then. We're at what are we at?
8.
8.
8?
Since he had a 7, I had a 8, and you had a 9.
We're not
so
actually averaging.
8.
Just like what can we all agree on?
8.
8.
Okay, 8.
Yeah.
Thomas actually averaged it out. Can we go 8.25?
No, 8.
I just don't want to go 8 with him.
No, I'm not
Sign.
going to go higher than 8.
7.98.
No, 8.
8.
That's fine. I guess I don't want to be at 8.
Well, it's at 8. I'm sorry, man.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, I know. I guess we'll be at 8. I don't want to be.
All right. And with that,
8
8
Moons.
Midnight Moons.
Thank you everyone for watching. This has been the Midnight Review. I am joined by Phoenix from Phoenixsvoid on Twitch.tv and YouTube. I'm also joined by Thomas from Intro Nerded on Twitch.tv and also YouTube. Thank you. Comment, like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.